Hi everyone, it's Deanna,
Aaron,
and Celeste, and you're catching up on this week's episode of Two Brunettes and a Gay
on the podcast. Good to see you, ladies.
It's good to see you. Let's not lie. We've seen each other outside the studio.
Yeah,
We've just
a couple
been
of times.
But it's just occurred to me that our intro is no longer accurate. It says 3:30-somethings.
Oh, no. We're going to have to
right.
spend some time re-recording that one.
We
Jeez.
are.
Yes, we're going to need to make a change because while we were gone, there was 2 birthdays that happened in this trio. Deanna turned 38 and Aaron hit the big 40.
I'm
which
over the
means
hill.
You are over the hill and far away.
My God.
and closer to
Mother
being
Duck
under
said.
it.
Oh, absolutely. I can't believe, do you know, it's I don't know if I feel any different, though, at 40. I feel like I feel the same for now.
Yeah.
But then I start to think about the years ahead because the next big milestone is 50.
Yeah.
So that's a scary thought. And then the next after that is 60. So, you know, it's a great thing to celebrate being here every day, but it's also a kind of a little bit of a scary thing to think about the next big milestone being 50.
Yeah.
Ponderous question for you all. Do you think we'll still be doing this when Aaron hits the 5?
Oh, my God.
I hope not.
Look, if we haven't made it big time, I don't think we'll still be doing it.
We're hanging on for dear life with this show.
Also strange to think about, though, that at that stage, Geordie will be 10.
Oh my God, yes.
You'll have a
we will.
10-year-old.
Oh, my God.
And actually, if you're listening live, we have got an extra person here in the studio. Well, actually, 2 people at the moment because Jordan's asleep on me at the moment as we're recording this, and Mum's waiting just in case he wakes up. So if you
Waiting
hear
patiently
crying,
in the wings.
Shout out to Mum.
we've got about 5 minutes before we throw to a break. If you hear crying in that time,
You know what happened.
you know what happened.
Well, generally it's
Yeah.
me.
Aaron upset the baby.
Or the baby's upset me.
So like I said, we had 2 big birthday celebrations while we were gone. Part of the reason that we weren't here, Aaron was in beautiful sunny Koh Samui, which I'm sure we're going to hear about. But how were your birthdays, guys? How was it? They're both born on the same day, for those that don't know, which is just heavy for me because 2 of my closest born on the same day is a lot.
You spend our whole birthday doing social
Oh
media.
my God, it's exhausting.
Well, here's an interesting fact. So I had a little birthday shindig last weekend.
Yes.
So there was another person there, Deanna, that also shared our birthday.
Get
Stop it.
out.
Isn't that crazy? So Jackie's husband actually celebrates his birthday on
Wow.
the same birthday as us. So there's the April 20 babies are in full bloom.
I
Really
know
are.
multiple. Yes.
And
Yeah.
no, it was a great birthday. Being in Koh Samui, just away from everything, you know, being just on an island, just drinking cocktails in a pool bar. My dream came true. I'm going to talk about it a bit later in the show. But there was something actually that happened to me on the way there,
What?
which was really weird, and it was a first for me.
Oh,
Okay, so this is pretty shocking.
There's
and
not many things that haven't happened to you.
well, this one's pretty. Well, it always stems from alcohol, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, and don't worry, it's G-rated.
Okay.
So it's safe for the air. So we were flying from Singapore to Koh Samui, and of course, because we had business class,
Yeah.
we were able to go in the first lounge, right?
Yes.
So we were in the first
it.
class
Saw your little
lounge,
pickies.
living our best life, drinking French champagne. And so we made the most of it, of course, Mark and I. And so by the time we boarded the flight to Koh Samui from Singapore, we were very merry, and there was only an hour and a half journey to go. And so they bring out the food. Now, Mark was amazing because he ordered the lactose-free meal for me. So I'm like, perfect, thank you, this will be good. So I started digging into it, and I'm like, oh, this is actually really good. Roast vegetables, like there was like a gravy-type sauce on it, beautiful. And then I started to eat the meat, and I'm like, this tastes a bit different, but I'm sure this chicken's all right. Like, you know,
Oh,
just
no.
a little bit
Oh, no.
different in texture.
It was like crocodile or something.
It was fish.
Oh.
I ate a fish on the
Do
flight.
you not eat fish?
I do not eat fish.
Oh,
no.
yeah, I guess
We've-
I know that.
We've,
Yeah, he doesn't eat
we've
seafood.
established that Aaron, the gay of the group, does not eat fish.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And
For multiple reasons.
What was your experience? Multiple reasons. What was your experience? Did you feel like this is a change of life for you now that you've hit
God,
40?
no,
Or you
no.
like never again?
Well, I must have been very drunk because obviously I didn't really pick up on the fact it was fish until sort of after the fact, and I realised, I'm like, why was that a little bit different? I looked at the label on the meal,
right.
and it was like a very fluffy kind of fish, and I like thinking back, I thought to myself, you know what? for those people out there that were telling me to try some, new things and open up my horizons, I did it.
Well, I don't think
Albeit
aeroplane fish is the best soiree into seafood.
Is that the best way to determine if seafood is something you now enjoy?
How did you kick off your 40s? I tried some aeroplane
seafood.
Aeroplane, some fluffy fish.
Yeah.
Question though, if Mark put down that you were lactose intolerant, he didn't put down that you don't eat fish.
I don't think there's an option for that.
this is something that I want to change in the airline industry, ladies. Because
add it to the list of things you want to achieve in your 40s.
We need to change, let me tell you. But but with the meal options, it's very random.
Yeah.
So you can go lactose free, but then the next step from there, obviously, would work for you guys, but it's like vegan.
Yeah.
But you can't go gluten free and vegan, and we are gluten free and vegan.
See?
So that's always an issue too.
Yeah.
Because they always serve pasta, and I can't eat it.
You can't eat it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but apart from the fish, it was a great holiday.
I'm glad to hear it. Deanna, how was yours? Your birthday?
My birthday? Oh, it was great. I just had my Brent took a day off, so I spent the day with my two boys.
Aww.
It was lovely. Very wholesome.
Excellent. Well,
Lovely.
we're gonna dive into your birthdays a little bit later in the show because we always have to dedicate a segment to our birthdays. We're going to hear about your travels, Aaron.
Yep.
And another plane issue by the sounds of things that you actually had. We've got a big interview today. Been a while since we've had an interview. Fringe season closed, but today we actually have Lee Cumberledge from Illuminate Adelaide joining us very shortly. So we're very excited to talk to him about the 2026 program of Illuminate Adelaide and all the amazing things coming. We're going to talk about Gen Z because we always have to talk about Gen Z. And we're going to touch on some movies that deserve sequels because there's been some big movie premieres this week. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about it. So stay with us because we'll be back with you after this break.
Pour yourself another Bubbles.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after this break.
So as we were talking about before the break, I had a fantastic holiday in Koh Samui. Yes, I'm rubbing it in. And I did promise I'd bring back the good weather, ladies, and I did for a week.
We had beautiful weather this week.
We had some humidity and, you're welcome. But when you go on a holiday, of course, there's so many interesting sights you see on your travels, and especially on planes.
Yeah.
So it was interesting because the flights over to Koh Samui, there wasn't really any kind of interesting sights, so to speak. It was all pretty, hunky-dory, as Kathy Hilton would say. And
who is hunky-dory?
Who is hunky-dory?
That was your fish on the plane.
Finding Dory. I found her and I ate her.
Only half of it, though. Then I realised she was fish.
Till I realised she was fish. Chucked her in the bin. But on the way back, it was quite interesting. So there is a smaller airline that flies between Koh Samui and Singapore.
Uh-huh.
And so on the flight back, we had an afternoon flight. It was around 2:30 in the afternoon. And so we got on the plane and the first thing that happened was there was a bunch of tourists, and I have to say they weren't American tourists, all right?
Okay.
They were Australian tourists.
Okay.
So I was quite disappointed. They should have known better.
Yeah, usually it's the Yanks.
It's usually the Yanks, but this trip, I tell you, the Aussie tourists, I think we're getting up there.
Really?
We're getting worse. So this family came on board, and they were probably in their, the parents were probably in their, mid-50s. And so one of them thought she'd be smart, and she boarded the plane and then got on a seat right at the front of the plane and sat down and put her baggage in. The air attendant comes up and is like, no, ma'am, you're in seat 23. She was in, seat number 3. I'm like, come on, mate. You know what the numbers say. You can read English.
As someone that travels business class like you do, I imagine that you get a little bit protective of your, business class, first class,
premium
economy space.
100%. I'm protective of these people because if you pay that extra money, you got to make sure that area is the great unwashed.
We don't need
the great unwashed in that area. So I thought it was quite funny that she sat in seat 3 and her seat was well in the middle or down the back. So she had to move. But the most important, interesting one was we're about to take off, and this woman looked like she was from Geordie Shore.
Oh,
okay.
Her lips were bigger than her face.
Oh, nice.
And she was a sight to behold. And she was wearing, you know when people wear tights, but they think that they're pants?
Oh, no.
Now,
We've done a segment on this.
We've done a
in the
segment
early
on
days.
this. I can't remember.
Tights are not pants.
They're not pants.
And you can
Unless you're working out in them, they're not pants.
You're on a plane, mate. Put some track pants on, right? So you could see every nook and crevice of this person that I didn't need to see. Anyway, so next to Mark and I, there was 3 seats on the other side of the plane, completely empty. She walks up, lifts the armrests, and lays herself down. We're taking off, mind you. We're taking
Has
off.
she never been on a plane before?
I have no clue whether she was just arrogant.
Yeah.
She was Gen Z, so I think we'll talk about that
How
soon in the
old?
next
Give us a
segment.
ballpark.
Probably about 22.
Oh, that would have grinded my gears even more.
Is that Gen Z? We actually, keep going.
And so the air attendant came and obviously had to try and get her to sit up. She sits up, takes her shoes off, and then lifts her leg on the other seat and pretty much just sits up with her leg up, with her bare foot stinking out the freaking aeroplane.
Ooh.
And, has no sense of her surroundings, has no respect for the airline, has no respect for the passengers around her. But the worst part was, when we were coming into land, she had, by that point, basically laid herself down, took her seatbelt off, and pretty much fallen asleep on these 3 seats, right?
She must have been hungover.
She looked like she'd had a big night.
She must have been hungover
They
and
don't
thought
drink, though. Gen Z don't drink.
Oh, some of them
That's
do.
a good point.
You've
Yeah,
got
maybe-
two different sections.
she
You've got
must
the
have-
partiers
Yeah.
that are like, I just want to live my best life, don't tell me what to do. And then you've got the ones that are super health conscious and really focused on health and wellness and routines and all of that.
Well, let me tell you, she looked a bit uncouth, so she probably was having a big night before, or she just overdosed on kombucha. I don't know. But the point of the matter is, when we're coming into land, I was hoping, because she had no seatbelt on and she was laying down.
Don't tell me you were hoping she fell off the
I
seat.
was praying to God that we had a bumpy landing and she fell off her seat. And I'm sitting there, and I've had a window seat, so I could have seen the landing, I could have seen all this stuff. I was just watching this woman laying on the seats, and I'm watching every second, and the plane landed, didn't fall.
Oh.
I've got a
was
question.
so
So no one woke
disappointed.
her up and was like, you need to sit up and put your seatbelt on?
Yeah.
They tried several times to wake her up.
Oh, wow.
And she did not listen, and I was just so frustrated that karma didn't come and kick her in her lycra pants.
It's in situations like that where I am like, call the police.
Yeah,
What are they going to do?
Come on board and take her off.
get the federal police on
Let's
board.
park this jet.
Yep.
So what are we
And
getting
have the
at
police
here?
come on board and be like, listen, ma'am, you've disrespected airline code.
Yep.
Get off this plane and get in the back of a paddy wagon.
Don't go anywhere.
There's more right after this.
Okay, so as we mentioned earlier in the show, Deanna and Aaron both celebrated birthdays, and we don't let a birthday go by uncelebrated on air either, right?
No.
Aaron, you turned 40. Deanna, you turned 38, so
Yeah.
you're not far off.
Yeah.
No.
And I know for my birthday, we had a lot of fun when we kind of, we're trying to figure out where do I sit in, terms of my age.
Yeah.
Am I a 35-year-old or am I younger? So we've decided to bring it back. We're going to actually see how close to 40 you really are.
I like this.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So, Deanna, you're nearly there. Aaron, you're actually there.
I'm actually there
I'm going to
already.
give you some questions. There's going to be multiple choice answers. I want you to keep track of your answers.
Okay.
Okay?
Does that mean we can inflate them?
A, B, or C.
Or deflate them?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Are you
okay.
listening?
All right,
No,
okay.
Just talking to myself.
So A, B, or C?
Yeah.
Okay.
So count your A's, your B's, and your C's.
Okay.
Not to make it
But what's your
complicated.
P's and Q's?
The listeners have already gone, you've lost me. I don't understand what's happening here. Okay.
And cross your T's and dot your I's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 1.
Okay.
Your ideal Friday night looks like A, last minute plans, drinks, and maybe a kick on. Who knows where the night will end? B, somewhere cute, maybe a couple of drinks and home by a reasonable hour. Or C, cancelled plans, comfy clothes, snacks, and no regrets.
But for me, it's D.
Okay, we don't need a story.
On what mood I'm in.
It's D.
Yeah,
D's not an option. There is
You
no
are D.
all of the above depending on what
You're
mood
your
I'm
own
in.
option.
Okay, I'm gonna go with B.
Okay.
I'm going to go with A, because you know me, I love a work kick on.
A is U to a T.
To a T. Uh-huh.
You might not plan to kick on, but you always will kick on.
Correct, exactly.
Okay. Number 2, your relationship with sleep is A, optional, I'll catch up later. B, important, but I can function without it. Or C, non-negotiable. Do not speak to me if I'm tired.
Definitely C for me.
I think I'm a B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are a little B.
Yeah, I think I'm a B.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm a C. Don't talk to me if I'm too tired. No.
Number 3,
Yeah.
when you get paid, you A, spend first, figure it out later. B, split it between bills, savings and fun. Or C, feel a deep sense of responsibility and immediately allocate everything.
I reckon the older I've gotten, I've become more a B.
A B?
Yeah,
I
like balancing it all out.
Yeah, I think I've always been a B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I used to be an
Yeah.
A.
Right.
I'm still an A.
Yeah.
Hole.
You're a reformed A.
I'm a reformed A.
You're a reformed A. Hole.
Okay,
I'm a B.
question number 4. I hope you're
Okay.
keeping track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your body after a night out. A, completely fine. What's a hangover? B, a little fragile, but I can manage. Or C, I require 48 to 72 business hours to recover.
I haven't had a night out in a really long time.
Let's
but,
change that.
I reckon I'm C.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't feel good after.
Nah.
You're an A.
I'm a B.
You're a B.
I'm a little bit fragile. I don't get like too fragile these days. It's only if I drink certain
You
drinks.
just hair of the dog though.
Hair of the dog. This is what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
Here
I
in
also
Sydney.
think for those like listeners that don't know Aaron, the way that he can cover it or like hide it if you're not feeling
yeah.
well,
Oh yeah.
it's like he's totally fine.
I
Yeah.
use you probably as my measuring stick for this. So if you're a B, then I'm a C.
Then you're-
yeah.
Yeah. Question 5. Your go-to group chat topic is A, plans, gossip, and who's where tonight. B, life updates, work, relationships, a little bit of everything. Or C, health, mortgages, aches and pains, and someone's latest scan results.
D, commenting on what's happening in
It's
the world
not an
today.
option.
But we don't talk about any of those things.
Is D all the above?
Such a lie. That's such a lie. Deanna, you're a B. Life updates, work, relationships, a little bit of everything.
I just want to.
That's the closest. I'll just pick B.
I want to know: am I eligible for a bowel test now? You know those free bowel
Even if you aren't, you
screenings
should
where
have one.
Free bowel screen?
Yeah, you get them in the mail, and then like you put a little sample in
Is
the
this
thing,
a
and then you keep it in
sample?
the fridge, and then send it off.
Is this a sample of the group chat or health update?
I think you know where my answer lies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll see.
More C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Your reaction to a spontaneous plan is A, I'm already on my way. B, what time and where I need to check my schedule. Or C, I'll let you know. I will not be going.
I'm an A.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm very punctual.
Spontaneous. No, like as in if someone wants to do spontaneous, you're like,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, I wasn't listening.
I don't think you were. That's the 40 kicking in.
Spontaneous? Oh, yeah, I'm an A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way. So
Yeah.
you're saying that if someone calls you with a spontaneous plan, you're like, yep, I'm on my way.
You're
So,
not.
I am.
Really?
Absolutely. Well, it depends on what the plan is.
I
it's
feel
something-
like
if it's
Aaron,
something boring, I'm definitely not
feel
going.
like Aaron's a what time, like where is it at? Oh yeah, I can come, or no, I can't.
Well, it depends who's asking me and what they're asking me to. But if it's something fun and spontaneous, then
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely down.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what have we got?
I'm B's.
Mostly B's.
I'm mostly
Yeah,
B's.
I'm mostly B too.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, B1,
B1 and B2. Don't talk about B2. He's the banana that got forgotten. If you are mostly Bs, you are in your 30s era.
Oh, good. Okay.
So, Aaron, you might have tipped the big 4-0, but your mind and your body is still playing in the 30s. So, good luck to you.
pour yourself another bubbles.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after this break.
Gen Z, right? Gen Z. Now
That's it.
we've bought them. that's
the
a
segment.
statement on its own.
We bought
Gen
them here.
Z.
We're going to take them out.
They're at it again. Gen Z are at it again.
When are they not?
I know, right? And
Insufferable.
And look, we have made comment a time or two on this show about Gen Z because, you know, some of their views on life, the way that they approach things, the way that they act, it's confusing to us as millennials. We don't quite understand it. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying not all Gen Zs are in the same category.
No, there are some really good Gen Zs out there. And I know
Yes.
a few good
I
ones.
know a few
Yeah.
good ones, like M, for example, who runs this station, took over from me.
Yeah.
Excellent Gen Z, not in this
Yeah.
category. Couple of the girls that used to work for us at Voice House, amazing Gen Zs, not in this category.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of, I feel like, them on social media, at least, which is where we've got the idea for this like little chat from. On social media, talking about how they see the world and how they should run the world and how everybody else not in that category is effectively stupid.
Stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
And they have a very strong opinion about this. And it's funny because when they make comments on things and their facts are so incorrect, it just shows that it's like, you don't know what's up, right? So someone, what's this guy's name is, I don't actually know what his name is, Advi, or something like, no, Adiv. Maybe that's what it is. I can't get his name. Anyway, that's not important. Who's Advi Unsolicited is the
I need
account.
to take one of those for my headache. Oh, that's Advil.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, right? Has posted a video, and it's really funny. We won't play the video because it does use some non-choice language for a community station in it,
Yeah.
right?
And we want you to follow our videos, not his.
Yeah.
But the comments the comment section says it all, and he has written, as a millennial, I can guarantee you that none of us have two thoughts towards the way that Gen X have fun or live their life. Gen Zers are akin to boomers. Imagine trying to tell the generation that literally created social media that we need to learn social media etiquette, right? And so basically what he's doing is commenting on a bunch of videos because there's a trend at the moment from our little Gen Zers who are 14 to 29 if you're playing at home, basically talking about how they need to teach millennials social media etiquette because apparently we're incapable of behaving ourselves in an appropriate manner on social media, right? And so he has made a reaction video to this. And in this video where he's showcasing all the videos, one of the young gentlemen on there who is making a video to his followers to let everybody know how useless the millennials are, aka us, he makes comment that at least the boomers fought in the war and won the war.
Oh.
And so the comment section is blowing up because obviously, just in case you haven't clicked on, boomers are post-World War. They're a result of the war. The boomers came after the war. So it's showcasing how silly these guys are. So I wanted to bring this to the table because I feel like I see this all the time now and I'm having enough of this. Do you guys agree? Are the I've forgotten which generation we're talking
Gen
about
Z.
now. Are the Gen Zers, are they always, you know, for lack of a better word, shitting on us?
Oh, look, yes, they are. We're always shitting on them. Well, at least I'll say that I'm always shitting on them, a lot of them, right?
That's a lot of shit.
But
Right.
does this debate need to end?
But
You know?
no, 100% it
Yeah.
needs to end. And this is my answer to that,
Yeah.
whether
Right.
we
Okay.
need to learn social media etiquette. Right. We had social media in a time that was brutal, right? We grew up with something that called MySpace that they didn't know existed, right? Because they were probably still in the womb or just, 4 years old and running around playing hopscotch.
Watching
when we were,
Teletubbies.
right? When we were dealing with MySpace, the brutalness of the social media platform that had you rank your friends from number 1 to 8. And you want to come and tell us social media etiquette?
Yes.
We literally had to computer code our MySpace pages.
Yeah.
You did.
And
did.
And that is actually in the comments. Well, firstly, in the comments, a lot of people are saying it's the millennials who created social media.
You know Tom
how
that
that
everyone
we
was friends
dictate
with
the
on
behaviour.
Facebook? Millennial.
Who?
Tom, the guy that created, everyone's first Facebook friend was that guy Tom? Oh my God. You don't know what I'm
My
talking about?
40-year-old brain can't comprehend
No.
that. I don't know
Okay.
Tom.
Stay tuned. I'll show you.
Well, I've got something to say about this because I've been overseas, right? I've been in Koh Samui and I've seen it firsthand. They want to talk about social media etiquette. I was in the pool bar drinking a cocktail.
Which is what you should be doing
Which
at
is
a pool
what I
bar.
should be, which is what the Gen Z should be doing. Have a bloody drink and calm down, like I should. Anyway, so I'm in the pool bar. These two quote-unquote influencer girls are in the pool. Now, I swear to you on my life, they were there for 1 hour taking selfies
The perfect
and
picture.
body shots and bikini shots and all these like unnecessary photos
Yeah.
because they want to put it on social media.
Yes.
Because they want to show how beautiful they are. They want to show how amazing their life is compared to everybody else. Now, that to me is poor etiquette.
It
Yeah.
is.
So I think it's ironic that Gen Z are telling us what we can post
Well, this is
when
the
they
thing.
post a lot of crap.
This is the thing. He does touch on that in the video where he says back in our day we used to take the whole, like all of the photos off of our digital camera
Yes.
and upload them straight to a whole album on Facebook, and you got everything in there. It didn't matter how shit
Yep.
the photo was. You know,
Yep.
we just used to post it, and that was real life.
Real
We
life.
used to showcase real life.
And you know what? Like, we will address the elephant in the room, which is the fact that we all take photos for social media.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Right? It's part of what we do with this show. We go to events and we take things. But our experience in doing that is never to impact anybody else around us.
No.
If anyone needs to pass by or do anything, it's always like, no, you go for it. Absolutely. Like, we're not in your, like, you're not in our way. Like, absolutely. We don't want to impact what's going on around us, number one. And number two, I'm like 5 minutes of photos and I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes.
I'm the same.
If I haven't gotten a good shot in that 5 minutes, then I'm not going to get a good shot. Don't worry about it.
Can I
Yeah.
play
Not
devil's advocate
interested.
for 2 seconds?
What?
Can I just say, because I've kind of logged back into Facebook for the first time in a long time, and I do have to take Gen Z's side here a little bit. I think the Gen Xers need to settle down on their Facebook statuses. Like the other day, I saw a status and it was something to the effect of not feeling well. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, but you do not have to put that as your status
Yeah.
On Facebook?
on Facebook. Have
Yep.
we not learnt over the past how many years that,
Yep.
look, no one really cares.
Look, let me quickly read
Uh-huh.
some of these comments because it is. I mean, there's thousands of them, and some of them have gotten so many likes because it's so funny.
Oh, yeah. Shut
right?
that down, Aaron.
Firstly, turn on. What? What did I miss?
Aaron was just talking about Facebook, and he just finished his story, and you were like, so let's talk about some of these comments.
Well, anyway, I don't know. Look, I was too enthralled in the comments. Right? It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it.
Okay.
Shutdown, I promise. Nah. Turn off the internet, and we'll see who'll survive the longest.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is shit. I've never seen it. I don't know what it means.
Squid Games.
Someone wrote, "We are the internet, millennials."
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Gen Z can't even make eye contact.
Oh, they can't actually. That's
Oh.
a very good point.
You guys can't even read.
Okay. Offensive.
As in, Gen Z can't even read.
Ah. What if they?
Perhaps we should have picked the comments before. We went through the comments
What if
section.
they've got dyslexia?
That's
horrible.
Now this is going sideways. Oh, no. Look, there was another comment that I can't find it now.
I've got something against millennials not being prepared for a radio show.
That's right, yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
There's more right after this.
It's been a while since we heard that music.
I know. And but look, we're not coming to you with a tea time, although big news this week out of Hollywood with so many films dropping. And like, why do they all have to come out at the same time?
Yeah, I know.
I feel like for 6 months of the year, there's not something I want to see in the cinema.
Yep.
And then in the same week, there's two things I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two films that we're talking about, obviously Michael Jackson. Want to see it. Don't get me started on Michael Jackson fake fans.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
I won't get into it.
I'm off to it this
Fake
afternoon.
fans. What are
Very
fake
excited.
fans?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But Devil Wears Prada #2. Right?
Oh, yeah, I wanna see that.
We've been waiting for this. I think we talked about it last year or like maybe even the year before last when they announced that they were making the sequel.
Yeah.
So this has been long awaited, right? We're all wanting to see it, and it's got us thinking about movies that deserved a sequel that never actually got one.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Because Devil Wears Prada is one of those movies. When it finally got announced they were doing a
iconic.
sequel, we were all like, oh, how good.
Yeah.
What a brilliant movie to have a sequel. Hope it lives up to it. So what movies do you guys think deserve a sequel? What's on your list?
Do you know the first one that came to my mind, and maybe because I was watching it last night, Muriel's Wedding.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be interesting to revisit the
terrible
characters?
movie.
Get out!
I love it, but it's terrible.
It's in what way though is it terrible? Like, do
no,
you?
it's just like so. It's just weird.
It's just it's Australian
It's
cinema.
very Aussie.
It is.
Yeah.
It's Australiana
It's
cinema,
like,
kind
No,
of.
no, it's tacky.
It's very. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
What you mean with that, because Australian cinema can be hit and miss. I mean, Kangaroo Island was amazing, but
It
like
was.
things like Muriel's Wedding can be a bit offbeat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it would be interesting to see how many years later what has happened in Muriel's life, whether Rhonda's able to walk again. Oh,
yeah.
bless her. And you know, and to see maybe the plot point could be that her dad, that's the politician's retiring or something like that, and she's coming back to look after the family in Queensland.
Yeah.
Something interesting like that. Like I think it would be an interesting movie sequel.
You thought this out well. I didn't think mine through that well.
Oh, didn't
Okay.
you?
Like, as in the one a movie that I really like. I actually don't know how they would do a sequel to it. Hence why I don't think it has a sequel. But
Okay.
I like the movie a lot. And you guys are going to be like, so how random? Just go with it.
Oh, it's a great movie.
I've never seen it.
Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston.
It's a great movie.
Oh, okay.
Where they
It's a great
pretend to
movie.
be his family.
I haven't seen it. No.
It's
It's
just funny. Like it's a
Yeah, I
good
guess like there's
movie.
no point to a sequel because the ending of the
Yeah.
movie kind of rounds out the storyline. So
Right,
there's not a
okay.
need for one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's right. But that would definitely be a top choice because I guess that's one. Actually, another one I really like. She's the Man.
That's great.
'Cause
Although
I'm
you
just
can
thinking of
never.
movies-
Amanda Bynes.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's too far gone now. You
She's
can't hire
gone,
her
isn't
again.
she?
She's a bit cooked. That one
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
sad.
good.
Poor Amanda.
Okay, I've got a couple. First one, just because I feel like it's such an iconic film that people watch at a time of their lives, and then I feel like a second one would be great. Bridesmaids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw it. Did you see? There was an interview recently, and they were talking about the possibility of a sequel, and they were saying because the first film was so good, they don't want to ruin it.
Yes, apparently
they pretty much shut
Kristen
it
Wiig
down
has come out and
completely.
said there'll never be a sequel to Bridesmaids.
Yeah, but it would be funny.
I
'Cause
agree.
those ladies are hilarious.
I agree. Also, and I know that she's not everyone's favourite, but Melissa McCarthy, I find her hilarious.
So funny.
She is
She's
funny.
so funny. The movie Spy.
That is funny.
That is
is
so
so-
funny.
that is
I would
funny.
love a sequel of that movie just because it's light-hearted, funny humour, and she does it so well.
It blows my mind that she went from being like sweet Suki
Yeah.
on
Yep.
Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
Like Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls,
She was on there
right.
for 8 years? Of
Yeah.
Gilmore
Oh,
Girls.
really?
She was in
I've
her
watched it.
30s. She's. I think I looked it up because I was just like, Melissa McCarthy has become so famous later in life.
Yeah.
Because she was
Yeah,
32 when she started Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, it's
so
wild.
she finished that
Wow.
series when she was 40. And she
Wow.
became, and it was towards the end of that. That's why in the Gilmore Girls remake, A Year in the Life,
She's
there's
only
this-
in it very small.
there's a big controversy because apparently they never invited her back to be in it because they assumed she was too big time and she actually got pissed off.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
'Cause she said, like, it was Gilmore Girls, of course I would have made the time to come back for it.
Wow.
So she ended up getting like a tiny little...
It's such a different character for
yeah,
her.
it is.
But
It's a massive kid.
anything Melissa McCarthy, I'm here for it. And anything Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock is...
Oh my god. Was
a
it, is
goat.
it 28,
Yeah.
28 weeks, 28 days? What's that movie?
2 weeks notice?
Is it 2 weeks? No, I thought there was something 28
While you were
days. I can't remember.
sleeping. Great. Oh, Miss
Great.
That was on
Congeniality,
last
but that had a sequel.
Yes.
And the sequel, yeah, it's pretty good.
Sequel was alright.
It's all right.
But not
Yeah.
as good as the first.
I
First is
think the
iconic.
big thing
Yeah.
about sequels is don't overshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they
Yep.
try and do too much.
Like
Like
Happy
Legally
Gilmore.
Blonde 2. That was terrible.
Legally Blonde 2,
Yeah.
yeah.
Happy
Even
Gilmore.
Grown Ups 2 kind of overshot the mark a little bit. And I love Adam Sandler, but sometimes, yeah.
Well, let's pray that The Devil Wears Prada 2 is just as good as the original. Don't go anywhere.
There's more right after this.
It's time for shit advice. That's perfect.
what we
sound
need.
effect. We do need one of those. How important is physical attraction?
Ooh.
Hey.
I've met a guy who is basically perfect. He treats me like a princess, emotionally aware, great in bed. We get along so well. Like, on paper, he's a 10. But physically, I'm not just fully there. I feel awful saying it, but it's mostly his teeth. They're really big and it doesn't fully close his mouth. And sometimes when we kiss, it's like I'm just kissing teeth. Am I being shallow or is this actually a deal breaker? Do I stick it out and hope the attraction grows?
Well, you've got to hope something grows.
Sounds like something already has.
I think ugly sex is hot.
Oh, wait. So you're saying sex with ugly people?
So, look, what I've learned in my, well, I shouldn't say 40 years of life because I was not having sex at a young age, but in my 20s, what I learned was the not so attractive the man, the better the sex.
Oh.
Because the hotter the guy, they don't try as hard, right?
Oh, they think it's
Yeah,
just kind
They
of
think
like...
you just service them and away you go. The uglier the guy, the harder they try, literally. The harder they try. I think she
That's
needs...
some real good advice there, Aaron.
Here's my advice for her, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the teeth issue. Here's my advice. Get down your local sex shop. Get yourself a gimp mask.
Oh.
Get one with a little zip that goes across the mouth. And then, voila.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. Because then you don't have to look at his face.
Okay, but I think, like, by the sounds of things, part of the issue is that she finds him unattractive at all times.
Yeah,
By the sounds of things, right? Like, it's even, like,
Yeah, okay.
she likes his personality. She's like, everything is good, but I just, like, so just looking at him. Like, I think the attraction needs to be there. I personally think you need to be attracted to your partner because there is going to be times in that relationship where you're going to be like, oh, I hate you. But at least you're pretty.
Look, I mean, I definitely agree. I think that's a bonus for sure. But I think if you, like, develop strong feelings for someone, it doesn't matter what they look like, doesn't it?
I think it matters less.
I think, well, that's the thing. It obviously sounds like she hasn't developed that strong of a feelings if she can't see past this.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the gauge, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
If you can't
definitely
see
the gauge.
past it, then you don't feel from
And
that
worst
strongly.
case scenario, there's operations now where you can shave your teeth down. So she could always take him to
But
the
if he
local
doesn't
orthodontist.
find it an issue, how are you going to say that to him? How are you going to be like, right, so remember that teeth issue that you never had? I'm going to give you one.
That
I'm going to
complex.
give you a complex.
Well, that's all. That's love.
Do you think?
Yeah,
Well, are
give
you giving
each
her
other a
advice
complex.
to bring it up
No.
to gauge?
No, my advice is I think that you need to find a certain level of attraction in your partner.
Okay.
And I think that,
So dump him.
I don't know how long they've been together. If it's been like, let's say up to 6 months and that
Yeah.
hasn't grown, it needs to end.
Yeah.
Because after 6 months, I just don't
Yeah.
think you're going to find that person attractive.
No.
If it's been like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, hey, like things take time to develop.
But if it's that important, I know it's an awkward conversation to have, but surely if that relationship means a lot to you, surely you would say, I've got something I really want to talk about. It's your teeth.
No way.
It's
You cannot
teeth
say
time.
that.
It's time for a teeth function.
Let's go see an orthodontist.
Oh, you could make it a date. Let's both go to the dentist. Let's both go to the orthodontist. And then they're like, oh, we could definitely do it. And let the dentist do it. Let the dentist be like, I noticed you've got quite an overbite. We could definitely, that's not a bad idea. Thank you, Dr. Dentist.
That's right. You have it here first. Shit advice.
Overbite it. I hardly know her.
If you've been listening live and you want to catch us on the podcast, you can head to all your major podcasting platforms and have a search for Two Brunettes A Gay. And of course, if you've caught us on the podcast and you want to listen live, we're here almost every Saturday because I know we had a few weeks off at Radio Italia Uno 87.6 FM. And of course, if you haven't already, head to Instagram or TikTok and give us a like or a follow. Because we, share some great content over there. You're just missing out. You're missing out if you're not on our social media.
No.
That's it. That's
just missing
That's
out.
my hairy blog.
Especially Gen Z, you're really missing out.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, have a fabulous week, and we'll see you
Next Saturday. Hey everyone, it's Deanna, Celeste and Aaron here, or as you know us, your Two Brunettes and a Gay.
Join the weekend happy hour at a new day and time every Saturday at 11 a.m.
So pour your mimosa for the most fabulous bottomless brunch in town.
Only on Saturdays at 87.6 FM, Radio Italia Uno.